But the question was, how should the woman of the world celebrate herself today? And what should be done, if at all?
Thank you. My message for today is that I invite all women to celebrate their differences and what makes them different from the majority. What makes you feel part of a minority, or what makes you identify with a minority? We are not all the same. We are very used to say that I see no colors, I see no differences in gender. This is a very nice message that comes from good intentions, but it's actually not the truth. The truth is that we have differences among ourselves, and denying the existence of these differences means denying the fact that some of us, some minorities among us, are considered or seen as inferior or B class than others. So the thing is that there are differences, but instead of considering them as a negative thing, let's start celebrating them. What makes you special? Let's not say anymore what makes me different, but what makes me special? What makes my story exciting? What makes my story different from the majority? Start teaming with other minorities, start teaming with other different people, and together fight the idea of divide et impera. Divide et impera in Latin means divide and conquer. If we are divided among ourselves, if we consider other differences and minorities as enemy, we will never race together. I will share with you my personal story. I moved to Finland from Italy, as I was saying before. I didn't have any network. I was considering myself as a side of a society. I didn't know how to get in. And very soon I realized that alone I would have never made it. You need people to be to stand on next to you, to be on your back, shoulder by shoulder with you. And this is only possible when you create a sense of community with other people. You celebrate yourselves, and you celebrate also what you have in common with them. Then, after integrating myself in Finland, other life struggles have come. I have become a single mother, and that also made me different from others. In Finland, it's seen as something really common, but in my culture, it's not. I was living with the back sense of having done something kind of wrong. Is it something different? Makes it me different than the other moms? Does it make me less responsible than other moms? Until the point that I decided I will celebrate this. I will celebrate my single motherhood. I will celebrate the fact that I managed to make my schedule and my calendar be on fleek, even though I'm so busy and I take care of a child and I take care of the home alone. I will not consider it anymore as a disadvantage. I will consider it as a difference that makes me special and makes me strong. And I want to celebrate this with other women and their diversities. Same goes for women of color. Same goes for women coming from gender minorities. Same comes from women that come from sexual orientation minorities. We are, all of us, we might feel different sometimes, but we have to celebrate that, and we have to be a team among ourselves to raise all together.
Wonderful. Thank you, Chiara. What a better way to close the panel discussion, that we have to celebrate ourselves. I know that you are an activist, that from your discussion that could be viewed. It takes a little bit of guts for someone to celebrate him or herself because they're different. So what would be the advice that you would give to these people? how can I be different and yet go out there and celebrate my differences? Of course, I can figure out all the positives that I have. Definitely, that's doable. But how could I kind of go to the public or community and make them understand that I am here and I am actually able to change the world in different way than the way I look or the way I am perceived in the society?
As you say, it takes guts. It takes a lot of courage to do that, but it's something that needs to be done, because the more of us talk loud and the more of us are vocal about our needs and about our differences and about the similarities that we have, it opens the road for other people that is trying maybe to overcome their sense of non-belonging, but is trying to be vocal on that, but it's not quite there yet. It takes some time to process it, but once you're there, you need to do that. It's important you do that, because it's gonna open the street for other people. It can be that a person, I'm gonna give an example, for example, for who comes from a minority of sexual orientation. It might be that in the beginning it might be really hard to open the topic, especially if not like the people around us is not aware yet of the thing, but it will give courage to other people to do the same. And the other people, they will start to be vocal and they will inspire other people to do the same. So the more vocal we are, the more inspire other people to do the same. And also find your community, find your tribe. Nowadays, it's much more easier because thanks to the use of social media, of internet, it's also possible to participate to a community with a nickname or anonymously. If you're not ready to openly say your name or to openly face the world with your diversity, you can do that. You can find your community and still be anonymous, and still do it, with a nickname, not putting your face. And then slowly, when you find the people close to you, it might be that you will be more and more ready to live your life proud of who you are. And this goes for everybody. It goes for the people of color or minorities, ethnic minorities that have got the pattern of thinking of being inferior because they are part of a minority. The more you and your community are vocal about your needs and about what kind of struggles you're going through, the more other people will have the courage to do the same. And other people of other communities will have the courage of doing the same. And same for single mothers, and same for non-conventional traditional families. It's the same. Just find your tribe, find your community, and fight together.
Wonderful. And of course, it's from the community that we get networks that shows us what to do. Very good.